The number one job of any brother is to protect his sister. So let's take a look at these two figures by SH Figuarts, Tanjiro and Nezuko, and see if these are the Demon Slayer figures you should get. Let's do it. What is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back to another episode of The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, where I unbox, give my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit that like, subscribe, get notified when we have new videos. And if you're already doing that, then thank you so very, very much. So today we go back to the world of anime and to one of my favorite anime, Demon Slayer, which we will have the Infinity Castle arc coming out later this year, which I cannot wait. It's the last arc, and then it's over. I mean, the manga's been over, but not the anime. So I'm really excited about that. And y'all have seen my previous Demon Slayer figure reviews, especially with Tanjiro and Nezuko. But I got the brother and sister duo here from SH Figuarts, and we're going to take a look at both of them together today and tell you if this is the definitive figure I've gotten so far. Now, the only ones I'm missing now are the Figma figures, which, you know, those are a pretty penny, but these ones are really, really nice. And if you take a look at the boxes look great. He runs $35. She runs about $70. And so that's what you're looking at from a price tag. Well, you know what Jimmy forgot to do? Jimmy forgot to charge his microphone. So my microphone went out halfway through this whole thing, and so I already unboxed them, and then I realized I had no mic power. But here are the boxes, folks. $35, $70 right here. Boxes look beautiful, front, sides. There's, you can see them in the back right there. Back of the box. So yeah, all sorts of good stuff. But let's get the boxes out of here since they're already out of the box, because Jimmy did not get his microphone charged, but I am charging it right now as we speak, so we shall have some good stuff to talk about here. But let me go ahead and lower this camera. But there they are out of the box, folks, onto my table, and they come with, again, SH Figuarts comes with a lot of accessories, and already I can feel the premium feel of these figures, and just the more animation accurate to me that these figures look. So, and we'll compare them to a few of the other Demon Slayer figures that I do have. So let's first take a look at, and we'll move Nezuko to the side here. Sorry, Nezuko. And let's first take a look at Tanjiro and see everything that you get with Tanjiro. And so first of all, you get 3 different sets of faces. So you get his like angry face right there. You get his happy face. I just love the earrings right there. Hi, I'm Tanjiro Kamado, and I believe in you. I must protect Nezuko at all costs. No, that's this face right here. I must protect Nezuko at all costs. And we got this yelling face right here. We also got several sets of hands. And so open-fisted hands, closed hands, sword hands, all sorts of hands right there. And then my favorite thing we got are the swords, and of course his sheath right here. There it is. Boom. It just attaches to the side right there. But very cool. What I love that they give you is they give you 2 hilts. They give you his original hilt that you can use with just the black right there, and you just can pop that right in there. Or you get the one with Rengoku's little thing right there. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then you also get 2 swords. You get his original Nichiren black sword here, always chipping and always breaking his swords. And then finally you get his one from Swordsmith Village here, this beautiful Nichiren sword that belonged to the greatest swordsman ever, and so beautiful. And Hazanescu fixed it up, got it for Tanjiro so that he can kill demons with it. So really awesome. So cool. Love it. Real nice sword. I don't know if that focused in. And then of course you got Tanjiro himself. And we'll get into some of the articulation here in just a moment. But from a size standpoint, what you're looking at is about 5 3/4 inches, or from a centimeter standpoint, you're looking at about 14.25 centimeters for Tanjiro. So Tanjiro, let's lay you to the side. Now let's bring young Nezuko in, and we got this Nezuko figure here. And let's take a look how big she is before we show you all her accessories. And she measures in at about 5 inches straight up. And then from a centimeters, we're taking a look a little under 13 centimeters, like 12.9 centimeters there. And you get her sitting down body here. You can pull the legs off here and you put them on here for her to be sitting down. And there is Nezuko's bakery right there. And then you have 4 different Nezuko faces. You get her happy one right here. I mean, the detail in that face looks really, really great. You get her angry Nezuko face. Very, very good. And then you get this kind of, I don't know if it's angry or just more straight-faced Nezuko face. You get her happy with eyes closed Nezuko face. Love the details with the fangs. And then you get her just cute little kawaii face there. So awesome, awesome, awesome. And then you get some hands. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 Nezuko hands, but then you also get the Tanjiro and Nezuko holding hands right there. So that's so sweet there. So just loving this Nezuko. Love this that has her little mouthpiece there. Does not move off. But yeah, these are just beautiful, beautiful figures. And so let's bring Tanjiro back in. Articulation wise, SH Figuarts is known to have very articulate figures, and you can kind of see all the joints in them there, and that's one of the downsides sometimes with these action figures, is you can see all the joints. That's why I can't wait till 3/0 1/6 scale, where it's going to have the cloth, so all the joints should be covered up. I'm hoping to be able to pick up the Tanjiro one there. And so let's start with Tanjiro and take a look at some of the articulation. You got the head and the neck, they are articulated. You got the shoulder popping up and down, up, side. You got this twist. You also got the twist right there. You also have the twist right there. You have that more than a 90 degree. You also have the articulation in the hands. You got the upper ab crunch and then the lower ab crunch. So you can really get him bending in some awesome gnarly poses. You get his I love this, his Haori moves out of the way. It's on these little joints. That's so cool. There's Tanjiro's little bakery. Then you've got almost the Van Damme, not quite, but you do have thigh rotation. You do have a kick up, kick back, and then you have the knee is a little bit more than 90 degrees, and then you have ankle tiltage, all that good stuff, and then the foot tiltage there too as well. So you can get them in some cool poses, especially if you have some stands to pose these guys with. That's something that you definitely want to get a hold of to make sure that you can do some really radical, awesome poses with these guys. Take the face off, the hair, actually this pops off, and then the face pops off, and you can change the faces. Hands, really easy trick. You just kind of wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until they pop off, and then you push, wiggle, 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 push them on. And then let's take a look at Nezuko. Nezuko may not be as articulate just because her robes do kind of get in the way of everything. But look at that beautiful hair. These do kind of move. So I don't know if you can kind of see that. Those do move a little bit. But you do have some articulation in the head. Same with the arms. You still have the same articulation as you do with Tanjiro, with the twisty, more than a 90 degree. And you can full rotation too as well. You have the upper ab crunch and then the lower ab crunch and then the kicks. Oh, I see what happens here. First of all, her leg comes off. I broke her leg, Nezuko, just like in the cartoon. But her robes do move out of the way. So let's put that leg back on. There we go. And you have the same bends that you would have with everything else too as well. So just normal what you get with Figuarts typically. on all of their articulation. So really nice, beautiful, beautiful figures. And so what I want to do is we want to bring in some of the other figures I got and compare them in size, and then I'll start posing them and do all those pictures and stuff like that, and I'll give you my final thoughts on these two. And so far I am digging them though. I love the look. I love the overall look. So first of all, I didn't do this. I didn't give you all a close-up. So there she is, front, side, the back. That's beautiful. I think they did a really good job on this figure. Then the front, and then Tanjiro. There we go. So there's the front, the side, the back, the side, and then the front. But that face just looks so good. They did a good job on the face. I think they did really good job with the proportions. I think Bandai does an amazing job with their SH Figuarts line. I'm a big, big, big fan and a big proponent of that line. Even though it costs more, you do get all sorts of bendability, playability, posability with them. So let me bring in some other figures and we'll give them some comparisons. As you know, I have been collecting Demon Slayer figures mainly from McFarlane, and so I do have McFarlane figures to compare with. So there is the 5-inch McFarlane Tanjiro Kamado there, so you can kind of see from a size. Let's bring in, this is the Bandai Ultimates Tanjiro, and you can already see just the better look between these figures here. Overall likeness look of Tanjiro. I'm going to see if I can scoot these to the side without them all falling. This one's always been a booger bear when it comes to standing and all that good stuff. And let's move you here, Tanjiro, and let's bring in the McFarlane Tanjiro. And there you go. There you go. You can see it. So McFarlane 7-inch, the SH Figuarts 5-inch McFarlane, and the Bandai Ultimates. And so which one looks good to you? I would say for me, the Figuarts one takes the cake. I mean, with the details, the earrings alone look amazing on the Figuarts one. And then just everything looks really, really good. The colors pop, and the animation accuracy, I think, is awesome on it. So let's get Tanjiro off the stage and let's bring Nezuko in. All right, now it's time to compare the Nezukos. And so here is SH Figuarts, kind of changed her pose up a little bit so she is ready to fight. And so we've got the 5-inch McFarlane Nezuko right there. We're going to bring in good old Bandai Ultimates Nezuko, if I can get her to stand. There we are. And then 7-inch McFarlane Nezuko, here she comes. There she is, and her stand came off. But let's scoot this all to the side here. So which Nezuko is your favorite? So SH Figuarts, 5-inch McFarlane, Bandai Ultimates, or McFarlane 7-inch? Which one is it? What would you say, Tanjiro? I like all the Nezukos. We must protect all Nezukos. Nezukos are important to everybody, especially you, because you're my favorite Nezuko. My favorite Nezuko too, Tanjiro. So which one is y'all's? And so I'm going to pose them, pose her, pose Tanjiro, and we'll get together for my final thoughts on Demon Slayer, SH Figuarts, Tanjiro, and Nezuko. So what are my final thoughts on SH Figuarts, Bandai, Nezuko, and Tanjiro? So let me bring in Tanjiro first. This is the pose that I'm going to keep him in. And I really do enjoy it. The pros are, there's lots of posability, lots that you can do with this. You have lots of accessories. I mean, even just the ankle, the shins, they twist and move. As I get to play with these, I find out more and more about them. The one thing I don't like, I don't know if you can kind of see, but when you do turn him, you get a little bit of a gap. I can't get the camera in there. Yeah, you can see the gap right there. Right there, you can see that gap in there. That's a little bit not so cool, but you know, it is what it is, right? So, but other than that, it's a great figure. I mean, it's the only thing keeping me with my McFarlane ones is two things. First of all, there's more characters with the McFarlane ones. Right now, SH Figuarts has Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Gyu Tomioka, which I do have and will review at another date. But McFarlane has a lot of the other ones out, and McFarlane's putting out a lot of the other ones, you know. So once SH Figuarts can catch up, then I may get rid of my McFarlane Demon Slayer figures, or they just may be ones that I can just play with. You know, they're, you know, the desk figures that you can play with. Let's bring in Nezuko, and we'll bring her in. The only thing that I didn't like about her is her posability is a little bit off, just because of all the hair and the clothes. They just kind of get in the way of posing her. But I mean, she's still, I mean, both of these guys together, I love the hands that hold them together. That is so, so cool. But man, the brother-sister duo, the love that these two have for each other, these figures exhibit that. And these figures exhibit quality and are amazing. So on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would give these figures a pretty awesome. I mean, they're not perfect by any means. You see all the joints, you see all that kind of stuff, but I'll tell you what, if you're looking for really, really good Demon Slayer figures and you don't want to pay the price of like a Figma, or you don't want to cheap out with a McFarlane, then these SH Figuarts ones are great. Especially this one's only $35. It's $10 more than a McFarlane figure, and you get so much more with this one. It's not quite the scale of a McFarlane figure, but you do get so much more. This one's a little bit more. I don't know why this one was a little bit more, but this one was more. But other than that, these guys are great, and I am so glad that I got them, and I would buy them again in a heartbeat if I could. So pick them up at your local retailers, Amazon, wherever you go and buy figures, you can pick them up. I love buying my figures from Utopia Toys and Models here in Knoxville. They sell all sorts of Bandai figure arts figures and all sorts of good stuff too as well. So if you like this video, consider giving a super thanks for becoming a member, or just subscribe. That is always good. So tune in next time when we do talk about something else, good, bad, or awesome. But in the meantime, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. All right, what kind of breathing do I have? Dad breathing? Dad breathing, 20th form. Let's end this video and play with my toys. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.